Welcome back. From the word of the day to the quote, we have music, matters of faith, some baseball, and a birthday. So grab your favorite cuppa, sit on back, and let's have a look. Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for July 16th. July 16th is the 197th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 198th in leap years, with 168 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is Zydeco. The dictionary says Zydeco is a noun. Sometimes I see it in a way that might be considered used as an adjective, but I think officially it's considered a noun. You might see it capitalized or not. Either way is appropriate. Zydeco is defined as a popular music of southern Louisiana that combines dance tunes of French origin with elements of Caribbean music and the blues that is usually played by small groups featuring guitar, washboard, and accordion. That's a pretty dry definition of Zydeco, though. So let's see if we can liven it up a little bit, because that's what Zydeco's all about, baby. The word Zydeco refers to both a musical genre and a cultural tradition rooted in Louisiana Creole heritage. It's a form of lively accordion-driven dance music that originated among the Creole-speaking African-American communities of southwest Louisiana. Zydeco combines Cajun music, blues, R&B, and rhythm-heavy Caribbean influences, and features instruments like the accordion as the lead instrument, and a washboard, either literally or figuratively, often worn like a vest and scraped rhythmically as a percussion instrument, along with a guitar, bass, drums, and sometimes horns. Lyrics may be in English, Creole, French, or a mix of both. The term Zydeco is thought to be adapted from a regional French Creole phrase, this one right here. It translates to, "the snap beans aren't salty," an old idiom meaning times are hard, as in can't afford salt pork to flavor beans. What a predicament. Now, in proper French, it would be pronounced something like "les haricots sont pas salés." My French speakers, please feel free to correct me. Les haricots sont pas salés. But we're talking Creole here, so it's a little different. More like Zydeco est pas salé. Zydeco est pas salé. Shortened to Zydeco. The Zydeco music form evolved in the early to mid-20th century, especially post-World War II. Artists like Clifton Chenier helped define and popularize the genre in the 1950s and 60s, and today Zydeco thrives at Louisiana festivals and has influenced funk, rock, and even pop music. And even though it isn't the song of the day, I did get a great example of Zydeco by Clifton Chenier, aka the King of Zydeco, and I've linked that in the description for you if you not happen to be familiar with the genre. It's a hoppin' and boppin' style of music for sure. First known use of the word Zydeco is in the 1940s. Zydeco. Well, wasn't that fun? The word Zydeco was requested by YouTube viewer at Jeannie Arnold 6726. Thanks, Jeannie. And if you have a word you'd like us to look at in this Word of the Day segment, drop it in the comments. We'll take a look at it. Well, I think we could wrap it up right here, couldn't we? But I will tell you a few more things so you won't feel shortchanged. And with that, July 16th in the year 1228 marks the canonization of Saint Francis of Assisi. A canonization, you probably know this already, but canonization is a declaration of a person as a saint. Saint Francis is the patron saint of Italy and later came to be associated with the patronage of animals and natural environment. This is the date of his canonization. His feast day is in October. On July 16, 1769, Father Junipero Serra founded California's first mission, Mission San Diego. This humble mission has evolved into what we know today as the city of San Diego in California. Beginning in May of 1941, New York Yankees Joe DiMaggio recorded at least one hit in 56 consecutive games, with the last one occurring on July 16, 1941, netting him a record stat for the longest hitting streak. Within that streak, he had a .408 batting average. That's pretty remarkable. This is actually a record that still stands as an MLB record and, in fact, is considered unbreakable. Joltin Joe DiMaggio. This is the birthday of American musician and composer Stewart Armstrong Copeland, born July 16, 1952 in Alexandria, Virginia. His prolific career spans quite an array of media. He's best known as the drummer of The Police and helped shape such iconic hits as Roxanne and Every Breath You Take. He also contributed such compositions as Fallout and Does Everyone Stare? I think they do. Born the youngest of 4 children, the Copeland family moved abroad when Stewart was 5. He started taking drumming lessons at the age of 12 and just stuck with it. He came back to the U.S. for college and then to England after that. Stewart Copeland founded the Police in 1977, and they were pretty big into the 80s. Interestingly, Stewart's brothers, Miles III and Ian, have been helpful in Stewart's career, with Miles becoming manager for the Police and Ian becoming a booking agent, getting them and others gigs. After the Police disbanded, he threw himself into composing soundtracks for movies and television, including Wall Street, Rumblefish, The Equalizer, Good Burger, dozens of others, as well as music for video games, ballets, operas, orchestral works, chamber pieces, and even smartphone ringtones. One estimate suggests he's produced roughly 60 to 70 distinct scores, not counting standalone compositions. On his creative drive, he's remarked, "I just bang stuff and make music." Love that. Happy birthday, Stewart Copeland. With all his other activities and credits, whenever I hear the name Stewart Copeland, I think of the song Through a Window by a group called Animal Logic. Animal Logic was formed in 1987 by Stewart Copeland, Stanley Clarke, and Deborah Holland. They only made 2 albums, Animal Logic, released in 1989, and Animal Logic 2, released in 1991. For some reason, the song Through a Window from their second album caught my ear. It tells just enough of a story that one's imagination can easily assemble the rest. Written by Deborah Holland, I would describe Through a Window as a wistful, pensive song. There was hardly any information available about this song that I could find, but I don't think it was ever released as a single, so it wouldn't have charted. But the song Through a Window is why I bought the CD Animal Logic 2 back when we were all listening to CDs. I understand that Animal Logic is still working, maybe behind the scenes, have new songs in the works. Today's song, though, is Through a Window by Animal Logic. Link in the description. How about that? This one was fun to put together, and as I get these episodes together, I'm always thinking about what our quote of the day will be. As I was thinking of sort of an undercurrent or theme to today's subjects, a particular phrase came to mind, and that was, keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. Alrighty, y'all take care. Be good to each other. I'll see you next time. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlists in the description. You can find me on BitChute, Facebook, Odyssey, Rumble, YouTube, and X, as well as on a blog page called No Really. No Really. No Really. Consider following my Day in History page on Facebook if you're on Facebook. I also have a Patreon account now, or you can buy me a coffee. All those links are in the description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.